the beloved Wilka Justa. Wilka is always sacred, Justa. It is the Madonna, the leader, the priestess. So the Spanish translate as the princess. You know, when we talk about a kingdom, but we don't talk about kingdoms here. So this Wilka Justa is the master lady, the priestess, who is the protector, the director for us of the black ray. The black ray is unknown. We are just awakening to that. For many of the ancestors, when we talk about it, we say it's powerful, but they don't deal much because sometimes the unknown can bring some fear. And some of the elders will say, you know, this is really about all the rays. If we have paintings for the 7 colors, it will turn, we mix all together black. But also could be 12 rays, 12 colors, or 24, or 26. The truth is that there is so many rays that our eyes cannot see much, ¿no? Algunas cámaras hoy en día nos ayudan a ver algunos rayos excepcionales, ¿no? Vemos algunas orbs que llaman. So nowadays the cameras help us to see a little bit more. But what really helps us to see colors is ayahuasca or San Pedro or Wilka or Datura, different plants. But of course, I never see those colors, but we could see with the plants, with the flowers, with the birds' colors and the feathers, with the fish in the world. It's just amazing. I've just been in Toronto at the aquarium. All kinds of these amazing colors. So I was watching and I was telling one to my friends, looks like I am on ayahuasca. You know, these colors, amazing colors. And even the flowers, they're just amazing. So the mixture of all the rays is black. In many of the fire ceremonies, especially the Layacas at the Lake Titicaca, we use black ponchos. So the belief is that the other beings in the lower frequencies cannot recognize the light that each of us. Okay? So fire ceremonies are going to use black ponchos. You know, there is different communities, different traditions. But the black color attracts light. So the day after tomorrow, the 11th, we will get one of these stones, the tektite. So I would suggest you to explore. You have Wi-Fi, no? Here at the hotel, you can search for tektite. You know, tektite, very well known nowadays, is moldavite. Okay? Other kind of tektite is Libyan glass. Other kind of tektite is Cintāmaṇi stone. Here we call the upper world stone. Okay? ¿Tienes todavía las técnicas? No. Kuya. Gancho, man gancho. Okay. So he has some too. And Pascual has some too. So tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, if you want to purchase, they have. I have some too at the Lake Titicaca, the ones we are going to many churches. Anyway, you will have as a gift from us, to each of you, the tektite is the stone that comes from the stars. I mean, it's like a meteorite was flying for so long in the cosmic plan, irradiating some frequencies, also recollecting some frequencies. And at some point hits the beloved Mother Earth. And whatever it touches, it burns. Okay? When it burns, all what it touches becomes glassy. Okay? According to what it touches, gets the color. Most of them black. That's why some moldavites are green, almost black. Some are more light, more glassy. The tektites doesn't have, or these ones, it's not transparent. I mean, it is dark, pure, and it's very well known in all the cultures in the world. They use the pre-Incas, the Incas. The legend says that now the elders from the past, the Lemurians, they bring back again the connection with the galactic sun, with the Lake Titicaca, and the solar disk is moving through the world. I didn't know that I had that mission. That the first tektites I received was from Geronimo. Are you familiar with the Apache? Don Geronimo, he was a warrior, a medicine man, and he sent, or the keepers of his medicine bag sent 2 tektites, and we offered to the lake. And one was in one temple. Many years later, we made a circle with the stones, many stones from different places in the world. Many people come. Now, it's the opposite. The stones coming from the lake, and we are taking to all the world. It's very interesting. I didn't notice that it was part of a plan. Okay? I just did the ceremony. We leave it in this coral at the lake. And then, 3 years later, we had this gathering of people. First was the gathering of stones. Then the gathering of people. Okay? That was called the eagle and the condor, with earthworks for the humanity, with Yellowbird and many of the spiritual leaders and the Native Americans. And then we went to Lake Titicaca with this gathering. It was just amazing. And without noticing, suddenly I started to get the stones. So I started planting in many flower places and then going through the world, different places. Of course, we have always a good excuse, you know. It's a lecture, a seminar, or just holidays. We go by the power places, we're in service, putting the stones. And the other thing is that many people who are coming to the lake and the visitors, they start to be attracted to the stone. Okay? So, in this special occasion, and like we did in New York, huh?
Yeah.
New York? Yeah. Also, we give as a gift to everybody. This is not something that we normally do, you know, it's just, you know, we just flow with what stones. So you will take one at a time. But we would like you have some information about it. Cintāmaṇi stones, tektites. Okay? For many people, it's called also the new landing stone. For some other people, besides that, is the healing, the past, to remember the purpose of the soul. Most of the books, like the Bible of the Stone, talks about the ET connection, and some others talk about the stone that heals the addictions. You know, we have addictions. What's the Lord? Maybe we just
Cintāmaṇi stone and
tektite.
tektite.
Tectita es el nombre de esta piedra negra que les vamos a obsequiar el día 11. Vamos a activar para poner nuestra intención. Esta es una piedra que hace poco aparece. Ustedes saben, hay muchas piedras que están volviendo en su servicio al planeta Tierra, al servicio de la vida. Entonces vamos a entregarles para poder activar, para poder conectar con el propósito del alma. ¿Okay? Estas piedras son conocidas como para las nuevas llegadas, ¿no? Para colocar, algunos le llaman la piedra de wishing stone, la piedra del deseo. Algunos le llaman la piedra filosofal. En Asia, dentro de los bodhisattvas, está Avalokiteshvara con 3 piedras grandes en una mano. Y ellos, cuando les mostré las piedras, dijeron, estas son las piedras. Y se las llevaron inmediatamente. Entonces, you know, in Asia, the bodhisattvas, you know, the Avalokiteshvara, I don't know if you're familiar, the name Avalokiteshvara, the one who holds the universe, they say. is watching up, down, watching all everywhere. You know, if they want to tell you, you need to be very aware. See, you have to be watching all the directions. Very Abaloquita Ishwara. Entonces uno tiene que estar muy atento, dice, cuando hablan de Abaloquita Ishwara. Es conocido también como el Señor del Mundo por allá. Tiene 3 piedras negras. Se dice que estas piedras condensan las energías más refinadas, que va más allá de lo que nosotros podemos medir. So some of these healers says it's beyond that we can measure. Also in YouTube.
¿Solo con tocarlo?
Lo primero, vamos a explicar ese día. The first thing we do is we blow. What we blow? Our light. Entonces lo primero que hacemos es activarlas. ¿Cómo lo activamos? Con nuestra presencia. Y es nuestra luz. O sea, no es solo aire que soplamos. Soplamos luz desde nuestro sol interior. Y esto nos ayuda mucho a aprender que somos luz y que podemos compartir la montaña, con el río, con las personas por acá, por ahí. ¿Okay? Entonces nos ayuda a focalizar. Podemos hacerlo simplemente al día, ¿no es cierto? Porque todos estamos bendiciendo naturalmente. Pero sin embargo, cuando nosotros tenemos esto, tiene que haber intento. Hay esa diferencia entre intención e intento, ¿verdad? Intención es racional, intento no necesariamente racional. Es cuando creemos en los milagros, ¿no es cierto? Es el intento del corazón. Entonces, es importante remarcar eso, por un lado. Por otro lado, en las piedritas que tenemos de las chacanas, nosotros siempre podemos también hacer lo mismo, porque son piedras, ¿no? Chacanas. So, with the stones, I'm just mentioning, so if you have a little time, you can search about these stones. So you will be more aware what we are dealing with. Entonces, si ustedes buscan información, vamos a estar más al tanto con qué estamos tratando, ¿no? Porque de pronto yo les digo una cosa y dicen, no, esta exagera siempre, dicen algunos. No exagero, les digo nomás de otras dimensiones, de otros planos, y muchos en la mente no tenemos la capacidad de aceptarlo, ¿no es cierto? Y entonces necesitamos que alguien más nos confirme. Entonces en internet tú puedes leer, está ahí, ¿no? En YouTube, en todas las páginas, Tectitas, Moldavita, hay una que se llama Moldavite Association, está en inglés, y habla Tectita. Y en Tectita dices medicina para adicciones. Y alguien me preguntó, dice, pero ¿cómo puede funcionar con las adicciones? Es que cuando hay adicciones, esta automedicación es cuando nosotros no podemos fácilmente reconectarnos con nuestro alma, ¿no? Con nuestro ser superior. Entonces nuestra voluntad enflaquece. Entonces no podemos. Sentimos que necesitamos sí o sí, ¿no? El tabaco, la droga o el alcohol o la adicción que tengamos. En cambio, con la piedra tienes más energía para reconectarte con tu ser superior, con tu higher self. You know, in one of the pages, it's called Moldavite Association. They talk much about tektite, because they talk about let's say, quartz, crystal, or aquamarine, or different, and they talk also about tektite. When they talk about tektite, they say, this is the stone that is good for healing addictions. So somebody asked me, how does it work? You know, because addiction could be from the lineage, you know, and the grandfather, and then it arrives, you know, after many generations to this person, but it has to happen something, you know. The person is searching for self-healing, to self-medicate, okay? But it has the lack to connection with the higher self, with their own power, okay? So the stone helps the person to reconnect with the higher self, to reconnect with the soul, which is really something that our beloved sister tomorrow is going to explain, Elena. Elena, she's making a lot of researches and she's a great healer, sharing about, we call, ¿cómo le llamas tú? The Chacana healings and the new waves coming into the planet Earth. So we need to be very open with what we are dealing with, because there is so many energies that it's not domesticated, we can say. Okay? So that's why we need to be grateful with the apucunas, because they are the ones who does the service for us. There is many kinds of energies that come closer to our beloved planet, and the apus are the first one who receive those, condense those sent to us more easy to digest. But there is some new energies, not necessarily very refined. Those are wild energies that some of our children start to get, connect. So there is a lack of feelings, okay? So there is other kind of energies, with all the technology, we are interfering with the pituitary. Okay, so there is a lack of feelings. So we need to reconnect with the beloved Mama Kocha, the Mother Sea. So you see, it's the time when we need to reconnect again. So in the roots of the ancestors is the medicine of the new day. Entonces, en las raíces de nuestros ancestros están la medicina de los nuevos días. Por ejemplo, con esto de que en muchos niños, adolescentes, está viendo ese problema con la pituitaria y algunas otras glándulas que permiten que haya una separación. Entonces hay olas de depresión, hay olas de energías muy fuertes, no solo en el Perú, sino no solo en Norteamérica, en Asia, en Europa, en todos sitios donde fui he encontrado situaciones similares. Entonces, cuando nos juntamos, estamos reconociendo, eso es lo importante, reconocer, aceptar que estamos en algo, y eso lo podemos superar en comunidades. So all we can do, we can heal in community. Everything is possible. Now, whatever we experience is telling us, let's go in circle. Let's share the experiences. Okay? Very good. ¿Alguna pregunta? Any questions? So, break, 15 minutes, and we in the front desk, and then we go to the Upupacha temple. Okay?
Okay.
So, simple? ¿No quieres hablar? Okay, she's going to share 5 minutes.
Hi everyone.
Take more time.
Okay, I'm from
Bueno, yo
Peru.
voy traduciendo al mismo tiempo entonces.
Yo soy de Perú y cuando tenía 19 años yo fui guiada por las montañas a vivir a los Estados Unidos. So when I was 19 years old, I was guided to a dream to move to the United States. So I got my education in the United States, fui educada en los Estados Unidos, which gave me the opportunity to become a bridge. Me dio la oportunidad de convertirme en un puente entre dos naciones, between two cultures. So at this moment, I coach more people from the United States than people from Peru. Así que en este momento yo guío y muchas personas en Estados Unidos, pero muchas personas en Perú. That doesn't mean that Peruvian people is not important. We all are important. It's just that for these times that are coming, I had to be prepared there. I had to be a condor to be in the world of the eagle. I had to be, Él que ir allá para aprender su cultura. Era como un cóndor que estaba yendo al país de los eagles para que aprendiera allá su cultura y para poder juntarlos. So my journey is 7 rays as well, las 7 rayos, so I can be able to help to unify all of us for these times of change. So the first thing I want to teach you tomorrow, and this is what I want you to start thinking for the rest of the day, is that we all have male and female energy. Todos tenemos energía femenina, masculina y femenina. Y eso está en nuestros átomos. And that's in our atoms. So, protones son femeninas y neutrons son masculinas. Neutrons. Y los electrones, the electrons, are the products of the female and male energy. So female energy is action, and male energy is direction. So the visionary of who you are is your female energy. And tomorrow we get to work with that. We get to work in who you want to become, who you want to be now, and be a perception of who you want to be in the future. Los protones y los neutrones. Los protones son los femeninos y los neutrones son masculinos. Y nosotros tenemos esto entre nosotros. Y nuestros hijos son los electrones. Y tenemos que enfocarnos en qué queremos ser en el futuro, usando esos dos. Neutrón es dirección y la creatividad es lo femenino. Y todo lo tenemos. So what has been happening in the world is that we have been crashing down the female and the male energy. We have been crashing our own power inside of ourselves. So tomorrow we get to awaken that. Entonces en este mundo hemos aprendido a que se ataquen lo masculino con lo negativo. Entonces mañana vamos a empezar que trabajen juntos. So the first assignment today, and I know intentions have different meanings, and you can say things that you wish as well, but I like intention because to me it's the female action. And the intent is the direction of the male energy. So I'm just going to combine all of them. So this is how I was trained. Something I want you to know is everything that I'm teaching you, I'm going to be channeling. Todo lo que voy a estar enseñando, va a haber un guía, uno de mis antepasados, un ser de luz, y va a estar acostado mío, y va a estar diciendo lo que tengo que hablar. Entonces todo va a ser guiado. So some of you may see some light beings because you already have gifts. Some of you are going to see the energy of the office taking a human form because you have those gifts. But if you don't see them, it's no big deal. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. It's just that we have been in different levels of development. But everything that I teach is going to be coming through them, through my body, through my mind, to be able to help you to be who you want to become. So I want you to start thinking, and some of the reasons why you're here. For instance, one of the things I'm seeing is that you're here to be able to learn more about who you are and your ancestors. What's your next step in your life? Things are changing for you. You're changing because you don't know what you want anymore. And that's okay, because we all are going through that. We don't know what we want anymore. En tu situación has venido aquí porque quieres ayudar a muchas personas, pero muchas veces no sabes cómo. Es una de las razones por qué estás acá. Y es muy válido. Entonces, pero así como tú, todos estamos pasando, incluyéndote, yo, que no sabemos qué es lo que queremos, porque las cosas están cambiando tanto. Entonces mañana yo voy a traer mis guías y le voy a decir a cada uno de ustedes qué es lo que necesitan, en qué trabajar y qué es lo que tienen para lo que viene. So my guys are going to come to each one of you and I'm going to channel and give you individual blocks and limiting beliefs that you may carry. But that's no intention of this. The intention is to give you the information of what you're capable of. What are your gifts? What are your talents? How you can move on with that confusion that's happening in the world. And in that way, we support the new generations to come, which is our children that are feeling lost right now. So my idea, my intention is to connect the heart of the children to the parents genetically through your DNA, because that's the work that I do. Entonces lo que quiero es conectar a ustedes con sus hijos, a ustedes con sus padres, a todo aspecto genético, para limpiar todas estas cosas que nos están confundiendo, para que ustedes puedan lograr tener éxito en lo que realmente son la esencia de que son. So my translation may be a little different in Spanish and English, but it's because I'm sending the message more than the translation and the words. I'm sending the intention, the feeling, the intent, the emotion that comes with it. So it's going to be an honor and a pleasure to work with each one of you. If you want to approach me today because you kind of want to have an idea more about why you're here, you're welcome to come and ask me, and I'll channel for you and tell you one of the reasons we're here, or tomorrow in the class you're going to start opening to that. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, 15 minutes in the lobby here. Okay, from here we go to Bacha, by this.